Everyone, it's Sarah with RegisteredNurseRN.com, and in this video we're going to go over nursing school, specifically those feelings of not feeling smart enough to either go to nursing school or to be in nursing school. Did you know a lot of people actually choose not to go to nursing school based on the feeling of not feeling smart enough? They've heard how hard it is, they've heard how people struggle, and they say to themselves, whoa, I'm not smart enough, I can't get through this. Or they're in the program, they find it's a little bit harder than they thought it was going to be, they're struggling in the class, and they start thinking, I think I'm going to drop out because I'm just not smart enough for this stuff. But the thing I want to tell you individuals, if you're going through that, is that it's completely normal to feel those things. Before I graduated, I experienced those feelings at the same exact time. I experienced them before I actually applied and went to nursing school. I remember even questioning, saying, wow, am I smart enough to actually do this? Because I hear all these terrible things of how hard it is. Can I really do this? Do I have what it takes? And then whenever I was in the program, whenever I had some classes that were hard or I was struggling a little bit, I would think those same things. I actually, at one point, came this close of dropping out of the program because I didn't feel smart enough. So it's completely normal. And it's one of our ways, I think, that we cope as individuals to try to get out of something that we feel like we're going to fail in. So if you're watching this video and you're thinking about going to nursing school and you've always wanted to be a nurse, then you are smart enough and you can do this. Everything is mental. If you think positively about something, you go into something with a positive attitude, you're going to get a positive outcome. But if you go into something negatively, you're probably going to get a negative outcome. So in this video, I want to talk about what you can do on how to overcome those fears of not feeling smart enough. So let's get started. Okay, like I said, I cannot hone on this point anymore. Remember, everyone feels this way. I was in nursing school with valedictorians, with people who had like 4.0 or higher high school GPAs, and they would experience feelings of, man, I'm not smart enough. Or they'd always talk about how this is hard for me. I don't think I'm smart enough for this. And I'm thinking, yeah, you are smart enough for this. Look what you did in high school. So it's absolutely normal to feel that, okay? Next. Don't dwell on negative thoughts like, I'm not going to make this, I'm not going to make it, I'm too dumb, or people have always said I'm not smart enough, so they must be right. Don't give in to these feelings and these temptations, because this is automatically what we start thinking when we fail at something or when the pressure starts squeezing around us. We start thinking these negative thoughts. You've got to push them out of your mind. And how you do that is you transform those fears that you're having into positive motivation. What you do is you start saying, I'm going to get through this and I'm going to prove everyone wrong, or I'm going to prove myself wrong and I'm going to do this. And you start increasing your study time. You start focusing with like a laser beam focus on what you've got to get done and what you got to get through. And anytime you feel a negative thought coming in your mind, you push it out. Because like I said at the beginning of the video, if we go into something with a positive attitude, we will get a positive outcome. Okay, next. Very important. Distance yourself from negative people. Now, sometimes we don't have supportive friends or family members who are, they're really negative in our life, and you've got to distance yourself from those people while you're in nursing school, because those attitudes and their feelings can rub off on you. And for instance, I remember being in school with some people who, you know, we'd be in a class, it's a tough class, it has a reputation of being tough. And they would always come in every day, oh, this class is so hard. Oh man, that test was so hard. Did you see that reading assignment we have to do? Oh man, this is terrible. And that stuff would rub off on me and it would rub off on other people around, and we'd all get nervous and scared and it would freak us out. So try to distance yourself around those people and instead put positive people in your life, because it will really help your mental health. Next, and this is the last but not least, one of the most important ones, is that you have to remember this. Whenever you're going into nursing school, remember, no one knows that material starting out. You don't know the fancy names of those drugs. You don't know all the heart rhythms. You don't know about heparin, Coumadin, PTI NARDs, all that stuff going in. And I know whenever you're first in nursing school, it becomes so overwhelming that you're going to have to learn this stuff, and then you're going to have to pass NCLEX, and then you're going to have to just be ready for a nurse. And I know it can really wear on your psyche. So just remember that you're going to learn that over a period of time gradually. And then even after you graduate, you're really not going to know that stuff crystally good until you've actually worked on the job and you use it every day, day in and day out. So remember that. Don't beat yourself up, because in my other videos I go over EKGs, I went over fetal heart tones. I didn't know that stuff like I do now whenever I was in nursing school. It's because I started learning that on the job, and I learned it over time, and I grasped it. So just remember that. And it's okay if you're going through failing a course. Many nurses, many excellent nurses have failed a nursing course. It just happens sometimes because either, you know, you had something crazy going on in your life, or you're having to work too much, or you just didn't grasp material and you just need to repeat the course. So if you are failing a course, don't beat yourself up, because I love this quote right here, and I want to end this video with this. Failure is a stepping stone to success. We can't get to success unless we have stepped on failure. So that's just how it is. So I hope this encouraged you a little bit, and how you should not feel like you're not smart enough for nursing school. And please check out my other videos on nursing school help, and please subscribe to this YouTube channel, and thank you so much for watching.